Greetings. Whoops. What do you know? I thought I made that go away, and there it is. There it is. Goodbye. Okay. Greetings. And how are you? I hope this day finds you safe, healthy, happy, and thriving. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing it, you're just enjoying your best life. Just doing the best you can with everything that you're doing. Doing as the fourth agreement says, always do your best. There's boy, I sure do have a shiny forehead today. Let's see if we can do something with that lighting. That's a little bit better. Anyway, yeah, this is the New Thought Media Network. I'm Ken Ludwig. You are watching Vibrant Living. And we start every show here with a reading from the great book, This Thing Called You by Dr. Ernest Holmes. One of my favorite books of all times. I have always started the show with a reading from this book, and we'll just open to a random page here. And here we go. I believe with absolute conviction that my word will not return unto me void. I know that spiritual laws execute themselves just as do all other laws of nature. I know that my word penetrates any unbelief in my mind, casts out fear, removes doubt, clears away obstacles, permitting that which is enduring, perfect, and true to be realized. I have complete faith and acceptance that all the statements I make will be carried out as I have believed. I do everything with a sense of reliance upon the law of good. Therefore, I know that my word shall not return unto me void. I accept this word and rejoice in it. I expect complete and perfect results from it. I relax and let a power greater than myself work for me, in me, and through me. Wow. I absolutely love that one. And leading up to that paragraph, that quote is in this paragraph here I had highlighted many years ago. Life is a mirror, people with the forms of your own acceptance. How careful then you should be to guard your thoughts, not only seeing to it that you keep them free from doubt and fear, accepting only the good, but equally you should consciously repel every thought that denies that good. That's, doesn't that apply to everything in life? Doesn't that just make sense around everything we do, everything we say, everything we think, every person we meet, every interaction we have, every relationship, is to just simply repel anything that is opposite of the good from our thought. I wanted to talk today about the idea of I have said for years, I believe the competitive model is dead or dying. I think it is, I think it's dying slowly. It should have been dead a long time ago, but it's dying slowly. And I think the reason for that is because we're so used to the competitive model. We're so used to the zero-sum game, if you will, that we're all playing where if I get mine, you're not going to get yours. But if you get yours, I'm not going to get mine. It's always got to be one or the other. It can't be the cooperative and collaborative model where everybody gets to enjoy life together in equal measure. In equal measure as to your belief, as Holmes says. I love this one line in here, and I put my little reading light away, and I shouldn't have because you can't tell, but it's dark here in the studio. I do everything with a sense of reliance upon the law of good. I do everything with a sense of reliance upon the law of good. And before that, it says, I have complete faith and acceptance that all the statements I make will be carried out as I have believed. That's the key phrase. As I have believed. As we believe, that is what our life is. That's what it's reflected in every single aspect of our lives. What we do, how we do it, the people we meet, the people we interact with. It's all about our complete and total acceptance of the good unfolding in our lives. And that, I think, is how we move from that competitive model to the collaborative and cooperative model. I think part of that is all of those personal, emotional qualities that we would consider to be God qualities a lot of times. Compassion, kindness, love, integrity, justice. Those are all things that are reflective, in my mind anyway, of the good. And if it's something that I use as a model for keeping the good in my mind, the one prayer that I say every morning says, the good, the eternal, and the true are eternalities in my existence. That, to keep that thought top of mind, front of mind, always, and to repel anything unlike that. That's not easy to do. It's a challenge in a time in life, in history, where we are finding ourselves at every level for different reasons, for different ideologies, pitted against one another. I quote all the time from Barry Ebert's great song, "What We're Thinking About." We're bunkered into high-walled camps, left and right, it seems, and there ain't nobody talking when everybody screams. And that's where we're at. So it makes and if everybody's screaming, then there is always a competition to be heard. Whose voice is the loudest? Who's making the most noise? Who's saying the most absurd shit that gets attention brought to them? Again, to compete for attention. In the sense of politics, in the politics we live in the 21st century, in 2024, it really is about the old joke from Hollywood is that I don't care what they say about me as long as they spell my name right. It is a competition to dominate the news cycle. And that flows out because that's what we're watching, that's what we're seeing, that's what we tune into every day. That flows out into our lives. It flows out into our existence at every level, where we are competing for attention, whether it's the attention of our spouse, our children, our friends, our relatives, our parents, our boss, whatever it is. There's a competition always for the attention. And that's, hang on. I can feel the scratchiness in my throat about to make me cough. That's funny. That's another part of Barry Ebert's song, "What We're Thinking About." And they all want your attention, left and right, it seems. And that's really that's not the line. Actually, that's a combination of two of the lines. But there is a line there, but they all want your attention. We don't have an opportunity to separate from the media, from the interactions, from the social engagements that we have. We don't have an opportunity to stop and think, to stop and meditate, which is, I think, the greatest gifts of my life was learning transcendental meditation in 1978. But to be calm and to be discerning and to just separate that competitive idea from the idea of we are all here in this together. We are all, and people like to say we're all in the same ship, or same boat. No, we're not. We're in the same storm, but we're in different size ships. But the truth of the matter is, if your ship is a yacht and the guy next to you is in a canoe in the storm and he's getting about to be capsized, or what's the other word for that? Capsized anyway. If that's about to be his reality, the objective then is to throw him a rope, is to throw him a life raft, to throw him something to help him stay afloat. That's cooperative and collaborative. So that we are working together at all times for the good of each and every one of us and for the collective good, which I think goes by the wayside when we're in competition. The collective good is not served by competition. And competition comes in so many different forms. We just finished with the Olympics. The epitome of positive competition is athletic endeavor. And there are lots of examples of positive competition, but the competition we're in right now is, again, back to that idea of dominating the news cycle. It's about getting your attention, and the way you get your attention is by being the loudest, being the most ridiculous, being the most absurd. The one that makes the most noise gets the most attention, and it's the old squeaky wheel gets the grease idea. But you have to be able to stop and look at that whatever that force is trying to get your attention, to look at that and repel that, as Holmes says. Repel it, push it away, put it aside, deflect it to somewhere else, so that really what you're thinking about is more the idea of the good, the enduring, and the true. Eternalities, make them the eternalities of your life. And from my perspective, that's all about daily spiritual practice. That's about meditation and prayer work, and doing that is making that non-negotiable in your life, to do your very best to make sure that that is a part of every single day of your life. Does it happen every single day? Hell no. But the idea is there that it be every day and that it's non-negotiable. Making it non-negotiable means that more than anything else, it's the highest priority. Now, life happens, life gets in the way, and that happens. But the idea that you make something your priority is what makes it gives you the ability then to use that as a focal point for endurance, for resilience, more than anything else. I think meditation and prayer work gives me resilience more than it gives me anything else in the world. What do you guys think about the idea? I see you're out there. Ask me a question, make a point, make a comment, put it in the comments. Again, I always say this. I don't know. We stream on 4 different platforms out there. There's 2 YouTube channels and 2 Facebook channels. And I'm not sure which channels actually connect to my comments here on StreamYard. But if you put your comments in, if they show up while I'm on the show, I'll be glad to address them. If they wind up later on in my Facebook or my YouTube channel, I'll definitely address them then. But if you have a thought, what's your thoughts about the competitive model, dumping it, about it dying, about having a more collaborative and cooperative approach to your life? I think another aspect of that is in service. If we focus our attention on serving others, serving the good, taking care of other people, that is as collaborative as it gets, and that helps to lift all boats, man. It's when you are in service, you're lifting your consciousness. When you lift your consciousness, there's only one consciousness. You lift yours and you lift all of consciousness. It's the ultimate example of a rising tide lifts all boats. So what are your thoughts? Do you have an instance in your life where competition is not working for you or has not worked for you, where you have shifted to a collaborative way of looking at life and it has changed things? I think, it's very, very hard for me at this time in our cycle, in our political cycle. It's very hard for me not to be political. But I think that's one of the things we're seeing around the excitement of what's going on with the Harris, the Harris and oh, come on. The Harris and Walz campaign, is that there is a sense of cooperation, a sense of collaboration with the voters, with the populace, with the public. I think there's a sense that the party as a whole is collaborating with one another for the common good. And the common good, of course, first and foremost, is their idea of the common good is for their party. But I believe to my very core, excuse me, that the Democratic Party is so much more looking at the common good than is the other side. And so there's a combination there of competition and collaboration that I think there's a shift. I see more of the collaborative in this than I have seen in the past. I see a lot less of the competitive, even though the competitive is out there. But I see where the 2 Democratic candidates, are not engaging on the competitive level, so to speak. Anyway, I didn't want to go there. It's a great example because it's the thing that is always in front of our faces right now at all times. I really don't have much else for you today. It's a kind of a shot in the dark show here. That idea just popped into my head a little while ago, and I just figured I would throw it out there and see what you guys thought about it. I'm not getting any feedback from you, so either what I'm saying is great or you're thinking I'm full of crap and you just don't even want to bother, but that's okay. However it works, it's that's why I do the show. So I get whatever feedback I get, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I always want you guys to remember that New Thought Media Network is a nonprofit organization. Please go to ntmedia.org, click on donate, and we are always absolutely thrilled beyond belief to receive whatever you deign to be your gift to our cause, to our shows, to what is as the mission of the New Thought Media Network. If you want to find me, you can email me at teamrockitnow@gmail.com. My show is brought to you by the one, the only HempWorks, maker of the world's greatest CBD infused coffee, 5 milligrams of CBD in every cup, along with some chaga mushroom for your health. This stuff is awesome. It's the only coffee I can take at this point in my life that I can drink in the afternoon and not have it keep me awake at night. If you enjoy a cup of coffee in the afternoon. And the other thing, this is one of my favorite products ever that I have been using. It is my HempWorks CBD. Comes in full spectrum and broad spectrum. Full spectrum being that legal limit of 0.3% or less of THC. Broad spectrum has 0 THC. So if you're one of those people with a rare THC allergy, or if you have a very, very strict, very fine drug test that you take, there is no THC to be detected in the broad spectrum CBD. Comes in a gazillion different flavors, 3 different concentrations, 500, 750, and 1500 milligram. It is the cleanest, the purest, the most highly potent CBD you will find anywhere out there. And if you go to the hempworks.com/Ken Ludwig, that's my site where I sell this stuff, and it's you'll get the best pricing there. You'll also see an incredible array of products for skincare, for your scalp, for your pets. Amazing products for your pets. You'll just see great things there for with hemp and CBD infused products. Let's see what else we got there. If you are so inclined, you can find me on Instagram at evolving_hippie. I'm not there very often, but if you put something there to get to my attention, I will address it. Again, the HempWorks site thing is under the umbrella of mydailychoice.com/Ken Ludwig. Gazillion products under there that are beyond belief. Perhaps they're the single best opportunity for anybody and everybody to engage in the world of foreign exchange and cryptocurrency on a trading and training site that is under the My Daily Choice umbrella. It's called Akashics, and if you go there and sign up right now, you will have an amazing opportunity to use somebody else's money to learn how to operate in that realm and make trades in that place. I am doing that. I'm doing that challenge. It's called a challenge. I'm doing that challenge right now myself, and it is awesome. And it gives you an opportunity again to use other people's money, but you then get to get through the challenge, and that's an explanation I'm not going to give you, but you get through the challenge, and then you get to actually make money in this space, having used theirs as your training ground. So that's it. Remember, collaboration, cooperation. Dump the competition. Every time you find yourself in competition with another person, shift your mindset and just say, how do I collaborate with this person? How do I cooperate in this realm and make it a different point of view and a different perspective for you and that person and the entire relationship, the entire interaction? As always, I am immensely grateful for the great gift of your time and your attention. I wish you all the love and all the blessings the universe has to offer. I hope you will join me every Thursday at 2 o'clock Mountain Time and 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And until next time, my friends, namaste.